Electric cars are sold as the future. Cheaper, cleaner, smarter. But what if I told you there are hidden costs that hardly anyone talks about? Costs that can quietly drain thousands of dollars from your wallet over the years. And there's one cost in particular that almost nobody sees coming. I'll reveal that near the end of this video. Stick around because knowing it could literally save you from making a 5-figure mistake. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're digging into the truth about electric cars. Not the glossy brochure version, but the real numbers that matter to your bank account. If you're thinking about buying an EV, or even if you're just curious, this video will arm you with the facts so you can make a smart decision. Insurance. Let's start with insurance. Most buyers are shocked when they get their first EV insurance quote. On average, insuring an electric vehicle in the US costs nearly 50% more than insuring a similar gas car. We're talking thousands of dollars extra over the course of ownership. Why? The technology inside an EV, from the massive battery pack to advanced driver assist systems, is expensive to repair or replace. And not every repair shop is equipped to handle those systems, which makes claims pricier for insurance companies, and those costs get passed on to you. Depreciation. Next up is depreciation, which is just a fancy word for how quickly your car loses value. For many EVs, resale values fall faster than for gas vehicles. On average, EVs are losing close to 60% of their value after 5 years, compared to about 45% for traditional cars. That difference is huge. Imagine paying $45,000 for a shiny new EV and selling it 5 years later for less than $20,000. Depreciation doesn't grab headlines, but it's often the single biggest cost of owning a car. Repairs and maintenance. Third, let's talk repairs. Yes, EVs don't need oil changes, and that's great. But when something does go wrong, it can be more expensive. Collision repairs are a perfect example. A minor accident that might be a $2,000 fix on a gas car could end up costing a lot more on an EV, especially if the battery housing or the advanced driver assist systems are affected. And because fewer mechanics are trained to work on EVs, you might be waiting longer and paying more. The battery. Fourth, the heart of the car, the battery. The good news is that battery packs are getting cheaper to manufacture, averaging around $115 per kilowatt hour in late 2024, which is much lower than just a few years ago. That means the replacement cost is trending down. But here's the reality. If your battery fails outside of warranty, you could be looking at an $8,000 to $15,000 bill, depending on the size and the labor. Most new EVs come with 8-year or 100,000-mile battery warranties, but if you plan to keep the car longer, that risk is real. Charging costs. Now let's move to charging. The dream is cheap electricity at home, but setting up that home charging system often requires more than just plugging into the wall. A level 2 charger, which is what you'll want for practical daily use, can cost anywhere from $800 to $3,000 to install in the US, depending on your home's wiring. If you rely on public fast chargers instead, the price per kilowatt hour is usually higher, sometimes approaching or even beating gas prices in terms of cost per mile. And then there's your time. Waiting for a charger or standing in line at a busy station isn't free either. So let's pause. Insurance costs more. Depreciation is steeper. Repairs can be pricier. Batteries are cheaper than ever, but still a long-term risk. And charging isn't as free or simple as it looks in the commercials. That's 5 major costs, and we're not done yet, because here are 3 secrets that can actually help you beat the system. Secret number 1, insurance shopping before you buy the car. Don't wait until after. Insurance costs vary a ton between different EV models and trims. The exact same car with a slightly different package can add hundreds a year to your insurance bill. Get quotes on the VIN you're considering, then factor that into your budget. Secret number 2, not all EVs depreciate equally. Some mainstream models, especially ones with strong demand, hold value better than flashy luxury cars. Look at model-specific resale history. This is critical. A well-chosen EV can lose value at a much slower pace, saving you thousands when it's time to sell or trade in. In secret number 3, your buying strategy matters more than you think. If you lease, the risk of depreciation and future battery issues shifts to the leasing company. If you buy used, you can let someone else absorb the steep first few years of depreciation. Both strategies can flip the cost equation in your favor and make EV ownership genuinely cheaper. Let's put this together with a simple 7-year example. Say you buy a new gas car for $35,000. After 7 years, it's worth about $22,000. You've spent maybe $8,000 in gas, $6,000 on maintenance, and $19,000 on insurance. Total cost about $46,000. Now take a comparable EV at $45,000. After 7 years, it's worth maybe $18,000. Electricity is cheaper, maybe $3,500 total, and maintenance is lower at $4,000. But insurance costs more, maybe $27,000. Add in $2,000 for a home charger, and your total's about $53,500. That's a $7,500 difference. And remember, these are average numbers. With the right choices, that equation can flip in the favor of the EV. With the wrong ones, it can get worse. Myth busting. Before we close, let's bust a couple of myths. Myth 1, EV batteries die quickly. Not true. Most last well beyond the warranty, and costs are dropping. Myth 2, EVs always save you money. Also not true. The truth depends on your personal situation, your insurance, your driving habits, your access to home charging, and your state's incentives. So if you're considering an EV, here's your checklist. 1, get real insurance quotes before you sign. 2, check 5-year resale values for the exact model. 3, plan for a charger installation and know what it will cost. 4, look closely at the battery warranty. And 5, decide whether leasing or buying used makes more sense for your lifestyle. All right, time for the last secret I promised. The single easiest way to avoid the biggest EV trap is simple. Never buy based on the sticker price alone. Always calculate the total cost of ownership, including insurance, depreciation, and charging setup. If one of those numbers looks ugly, walk away or choose a different model. That one step could save you thousands. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more Money Smart car advice, and drop the EV model you're considering in the comments. I'll put together a full cost comparison for the most popular ones in a future video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.